I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know, where those treetops glisten and children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow.
Welcome, it's your boy Sanchi529. We are officially in the semifinals. It is week 16, December 22nd. Let me welcome my co-host Brian. How's it going, Brian?
Good, man. It's cold, actually. Well, it's not super cold yet, but
Okay.
we're supposed to get a Arctic blast today, and I think the temperatures are down to negative 23.
Holy crap! Negative 23
Yeah.
for you guys?
For the wind chill. It's gonna be like 3 degrees outside, but with the wind, it's like 20, 30 mile an hour winds, and it's yeah.
Holy crap, dude!
Not looking forward to it.
So wait, has it ever been negative 23 in Arkansas? Or like, what's the is that the coldest? Like, that's pretty
No,
fucking
I don't
cold.
think it's the coldest, but it's not common. I think 2 years ago we got an ice storm. We were out in California, so that was nice. But we got an ice storm, and it was like down to like negative 10. But I mean, it gets cold, but usually not for long and not all that often. So that's good.
So what do you do when it's negative 23? Like, you just stay inside?
Yeah, basically.
Holy
Except
crap.
I gotta go to work tomorrow, so I might have to wear pants. I don't know. That's the
Damn it.
I know, ruined my streak.
That sucks. That's terrible. Pants are lame. Yeah, when we went to New York, that's the only time I wore pants. I think that was like the longest streak I wore pants was like those like 4 days or something like that. And I don't even think I didn't even wear pants into New York. Like on the flight, I wore shorts. I was like, no, fuck that. I'm gonna be comfortable, comfy over like being cold, I guess. So like when we were in New York, I was like the first night I was like in shorts. So I was like, whatever. That wasn't that bad actually.
Yeah.
All right. So we got only 2 mailbag questions. Oh, damn it. Hold on. All right. Our next segment is going to be mailbag. Everyone's favorite segment, huh? Mailbag. All right. So our first question, Brian, is going to be, are there any players that have surprised you this year? And what are you looking forward to drafting and seeing where they're drafted next year? Okay.
I think I'm really interested at the moment where Trevor Lawrence is going to go. I feel
Trevor
like
Lawrence, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I think it's I mean, he's coming into kind of like a little bit of a hot streak right now. He's got some good games under his belt, and then next year he gets Calvin Ridley to add to that.
Oh, yeah.
So if you got Calvin Ridley, you've got Zay Jones and Christian Kirk. I'm assuming they're going to keep Evan Ingram there. And Doug Peterson, I don't know, he's doing some kind of magic, man. That they pulled out a win against Dallas. That's crazy. I don't know, man. I'm excited to see what the consensus is with him, if he's gonna fall under the radar a little bit, or if he's gonna jump up draft boards next year.
With Trevor Lawrence, I think right now, I think maybe our league in general are probably more worried about his weapons, right? So if he actually had like a really good weapon, I think he would be jumping up real fast. If he had Calvin Ridley this year, I think he would jump up like higher. He would probably go around like maybe 3 or something, right? But I think because we don't know how it is with Calvin Ridley right now, I don't know if people would be jumping towards that right now. I get it. Don't get me wrong. Like I love seeing Trevor Lawrence. I was rooting for him last year. It sucked because he was so bad. But again, I mean, what does he have right over there? Yeah, I think with Trevor, ETN and Zay Jones, and with Calvin Ridley, and they have a competent defense, and it's not the best, but again, it's not the terrible or worst.
Yeah, I'll say definitely not the worst.
And I mean, every single game, like the last 4 games that you've seen him, and he's like coming from behind in the fourth quarter, the last 2-3 minutes, and he throws a touchdown, and then he wins the game. So, yeah, he's throwing like 300 yards, 4 touchdowns, like, right? So
and big performances too, because of what you got Evan Ingram a couple weeks ago with that almost 40 points or something like that, and then Zay Jones last week 3 touchdowns. I mean, he's definitely piqued my interest, and I'm curious if he's going to be like one of those that is like it's like, oh, you need to draft Trevor Lawrence, or it's if all these other options look better than him and he falls to like the 6th, 7th round. I think the way it looks right now and what he's getting next year, I think it's looking like a steal, and he's definitely on my radar.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what QBs again. Maybe I'm
Yeah.
just not putting much in thought into those. But I mean, look, Kevin got the number one, fantasy player on his roster, and he's gone all the way to the semifinals, basically with Jalen Hurts.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess with the QB, a competent QB, I mean, if you have Jalen Hurts or Trevor Lawrence does the same thing next year, then you got a championship team right there. With me, I'm gonna, for me, because I've had so much investment in him last year, would be Breece Hall.
Yeah.
I'm interested where he's gonna fall on the ADP, and I'm interested on like when he's gonna pick him up. I honestly think so. If my first round, I'm contemplating picking up Breece Hall.
Really?
I am contemplating him being my 1-1. My 1-1 pick would be Breece Hall, depending on where I'm at in the draft. Because if I'm like 110 and he's still there, I'd probably pick him up.
Yeah.
Over someone else. With that said, I think. Oh, also, if anyone picks him up, you're dead to me, and you're automatically ejected out of the league. We're not talking again because you're no longer in the league. That's why.
It's fair.
So this one rolls in pretty good until the next question. Actually, a lot of people are thinking about, I guess, obviously next year's draft. So right now, who is going for next year's draft? Who is going 1-1 next year, Brian?
Well, all right. So with your love for Breece Hall, if you had the 101, would you take him? Would you take Breece Hall that early?
No, I couldn't.
Wouldn't put him that much.
I wouldn't. Like if it had to be like 1.6 for me and later.
Gotcha.
I don't know. Like it would be
The back
hard.
half.
Yeah, but the first half, there's too many stout people for me.
Yeah, I think because what was it about this time last year?
Mm-hmm.
What was it? It was Jonathan Taylor's the 101.
He looked beautiful.
So, yeah, I mean, he was having a great year. I mean, he had a quarterback that checked down to the running back and all that, and everything looked great. And then, boom, quarterback change, and man, he's not even close to the 101. Maybe 2nd or 3rd round he would have returned value, but I think it's either Christian McCaffrey still. I think that was just a wrong consensus move to even move Jonathan Taylor up that far. But Christian McCaffrey, man, I mean, he changed teams, and he's still Christian McCaffrey. That's no doubt. And it like even when they throw in San Francisco, they throw Brock Purdy in. What is he, the 3rd string quarterback? And they're winning. They're winning dominantly because they've got a system, man. Shanahan's got it down, and McCaffrey is just good at football. I would say depending on what you want your strategy to be, I guess. I think Christian McCaffrey or probably Justin Jefferson is a 101.
Really? Justin Jefferson, huh?
I think there's an argument to be made. He dominates every week, without a doubt.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, he definitely does. Thank you, Steven. Yeah, you know what? What about Cooper Kupp? Not Cooper Kupp?
No, I mean,
it's because he's not injury prone, right?
Not even that he's injury prone. Everybody's injury prone. I mean, look at what was it? Jefferson left the game a couple times last week. I mean, any of those could be a couple week injury or something like that.
Yeah.
Christian McCaffrey, obviously injury prone, but I think with how late the Cooper Kupp injury was, I don't know how quick they're going to rush him back. So if you're looking for like immediate value on the season, I mean, the Vikings have a good team, good coaching. Was this the 2nd year of their most recent coach or something like that?
Yeah.
So, I mean, they've got a system down, and I think Jefferson is more valuable there.
You know what? Right now, for me, if I was 1-1, okay, hold on. Who do I think who's going to go 1-1? I think it'd be CMC again, right? Like,
yeah.
I think the popularity and how good he is, I think he will be the ADP 1-1, right? So for me though, I think I would skip CMC, if I was like 1-1 or 1-2, I'd probably go Austin Eckler.
Yeah.
You
That's
know, he's been. I mean, for the first 3 games, he was pretty bad. But then once the coaching staff realized that, like, hey, like he's very needed in this offense, and so, who are you looking at?
Huh?
I
Oh,
see your,
there's
I see your eyes
yeah.
going like this, like.
There's some dude walking across the road. He's got like a DeWalt box.
Oh. And so, okay, so like I said, so Austin Eckler, I think I'd probably pick Austin Eckler, and then, ooh, I don't know who I'd be. I'd be a running back. I wouldn't go for a wide receiver still.
Yeah. I
I
mean,
think
yeah, I get, yeah. I don't think that Justin Jefferson probably wouldn't be that high. Maybe like 3rd pick or something like that.
what about Josh Jacobs and Devontae?
Oh, I don't
Like, what if Josh Jacobs went to like Buffalo,
know.
you
I
know,
don't.
or
I don't.
Kansas City?
Man, I hate those backfields. You can.
I get that, but then again, none of those backfields have had like an amazing stout running back.
I
You
was gonna
know,
say the last time they had a great running back was Kareem Hunt, and he was 1st round. You know what I mean? So
yeah, 100%.
yeah, I mean, that's a.
Miami. If you went to Miami, if Josh Jacobs went to
Oh
Miami,
yeah,
you know, they have a competent offense, you know. Yeah, it's like if he goes to one of those places, you're like, holy crap, you know what I mean? But if he goes to like,
that's true.
yeah, I don't know, even Houston? No, they got Damian Pierce. They're good.
Yeah,
They wouldn't want Josh Jacobs.
maybe the Giants or something like that.
Detroit?
Maybe.
Detroit looked good. He looked good in
Yeah,
Detroit.
I think he'd probably be valuable in a lot of different systems. So yeah,
Yeah.
probably the first 3 would be McCaffrey, uh, Eckler, and Josh Jacobs. I think you're right.
Yeah, it has to be. And then probably a Cooper Kupp or Jefferson, top 5.
I'm just super impressed with Justin Jefferson. It's just so fun to watch him, man. He's so good.
All right. So we got our next segment. We're going to be WTF shaking my head play. So Brian, let's go ahead and get what is your WTF play of last week?
It's the amount of upset victories, man. I think there was
Mhm.
some crazy ass games. What was it? I think there was 3 that were just like ridiculous upsets, right? I mean, there was
The Cowboys game.
the Cowboys game. So I mean
Mhm.
that's what got me started to think about Trevor Lawrence. Like, man, like did he take that next step and like kind of like level up a little bit, you know?
Mhm.
And is he gonna be like valuable for NFL and then outside of that fantasy? So I mean that was super interesting. But then also what was it? It was the Raiders. That was awesome to see that walk-off defensive play. I mean,
Okay,
hitting
okay. So
overtime and
we got
then
to explain the Raider play, okay? So we have to so for people who weren't paying attention to that Raiders play. So go ahead, Brian.
So at the end of the game, that they were tied in overtime, right? And
It wasn't overtime.
it wasn't overtime.
It was going to go into overtime.
Oh, that's so stupid.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
It gets
what was
stupider,
it?
yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, that's dumb. Okay. All right. That's wow. Okay. So what a what a walk off then, because yeah, it was the Patriots had the ball, so I guess time was expiring and they were trying to score to get out of the game. They tried the old razzle dazzle, and what was it? Jacoby Myers threw a pass 20 yards behind him, got intercepted, and then yeah, the Raiders defender pummeled Mac Jones into the ground and took it to the house for a score. So good. Oh man, that was awesome. It's
It was
like,
like one of
oh
those Derrick Henry tackles, you know,
yeah,
last year. Remember?
really.
Okay, so my upset of the week is going to be the Scary Terry play. Did you see that play, Brian?
I did not. I'd love to hear it.
Okay, so Scary Terry play. So what happens is Terry McLaurin went and they were in the red zone. Terry McLaurin, you have to do is you have to line up at the line of scrimmage, and so he's on the side on the whiteout, and he's lined up to the best of his ability, right? And what he does is he looks over to the ref and he checks with the ref like, "Hey, am I good?" And the ref tells him to scoot up a little bit, and then he gives him a thumbs up. So then Scary Terry scoots up a little bit, and they both look at each other, and he goes, "Hey, am I good? Am I on the line of scrimmage?" The ref goes, "Yeah, you're good." Gives him a thumbs up. The play happens, and that same ref throws a fucking flag and then flags Terry McLaurin off on fucking incorrect illegal formation because he was not lined up on the line of scrimmage. And they had
What?
yeah. And it was a touchdown. It was a touchdown run with Brian Robinson or something like that too.
I'd be so mad.
And then like I was just like, wait, what the fuck? Like how the fuck do you fuck that up? Like
Yeah,
the ref
right.
gave him a thumbs up. Like the same ref was like, yeah, you're good, you know. And
And the
then he's
same
like,
ref flagged him.
yeah, the same ref had the flag. Like if you see the video, like he had the flag already, like this. Like as soon as that ball was snapped, he was like, boom, because he gave him a thumbs up, and then he goes like that. And you're just like, what the fuck, you know?
He thought
So
he was asking, like, am I good to get a flag on this play? He said, yeah, you're set. He said, scoot up a little bit. I'm gonna flag the shit out of you.
but the weird thing is that yeah, I mean you see that every fucking play, like thousands of times, the wide receiver will
Yeah.
point to the ref because the ref is on that line of scrimmage, and so the ref will tell you, like, yeah, you're good. I mean, this is a common thing, you know, and I don't know what the hell happened. It's the most bizarre play.
Huh. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's weird.
I was upsetting. Like, I'm not even a fan of Scary Terry. I mean, this year I'm not, but again, that's just upsetting in general.
Yeah.
All right, all right. So our next segment, we're gonna go ahead and recap everybody's names of last week. All right. So the names of last week are we got Wonderful Christmas Time, Last Christmas, It Feels Like Christmas, Let It Snow. We got Jingle Bell Rock, It's Beginning to Look Like Christmas, Marshmallow World, Carol of the Bells, Run Rudolph Run, and All of the Lights. Which I don't think that's a song.
It is. It's not a
Well,
Christmas
actually, it is
song.
a song. I don't know if it's a Christmas song. Damn it. All right, bro. What's your favorite? Favorite, least favorite. Let's go. Favorite, least favorite.
Favorite, Last Christmas. That's a good song every time. And he was in there pretty quick with that one. Um,
Would that have been yours?
it might have been. I took
Okay.
my time on it though. I don't know. I like a lot of Christmas songs, so I don't know which one's actually my favorite, but Let It Snow
Okay.
was left. So least favorite is, I don't know, Marshmallow World. Was it by Dean Martin or something like that?
Yeah, I don't know
So
one of yours.
I can't. I guess that's my least favorite just because I don't know it. What about
I
you?
think All the Lights is my favorite, obviously. That's better than any Christmas song.
Yeah. Why listen to Christmas songs when you can listen to Beautiful Dark
Easy.
Twisted Fantasy?
Yeah. Best album in the world, you know what I mean? You can't get a better album than that one. Anyways,
Yep.
no, honestly, I would probably do Carol of the Bells, probably. That's a good one.
That's a good one.
Yeah. That one's a fun one. It was pretty epic. Like depending on the version of it, it could be epic or it could be chill.
He put
Uh
this Trans-Siberian Orchestra, so he's got the banger.
yeah, he chose the banger one. He chose to go into battle with that one.
Right?
My least favorite is going to be Jingle Bell Rock.
Really?
I don't know. It's just so played out for me. I guess that was like one of the more played out ones.
What about like when they do it on Mean Girls and it's so inspirational because they all sing because the tapes broke? Remember?
Yeah.
It's an iconic moment in cinema history.
Back in 2000, early 2000.
Yeah, 2002 or whenever that shit came out.
Yeah. Okay. So, real fast, Brian, I want you to tell me who's going to win this week for the semifinals.
I think. All right, so between you and Kevin,
Okay.
honestly, you have good matchups. Kevin doesn't. I think. Well, the hard part is that I think if Jalen Hurts plays, I think Jalen Hurts does good, and Miles Sanders doesn't do good. I think if Jalen Hurts doesn't play, I think Miles Sanders does pretty good. So I think he definitely has a chance to score points from that offense, but I think one being active and one not might be hurting him a little bit. Damn, I think you got it this week, man. But Devonta Smith and Chris Olave though might be your downfall. So because last week Dallas Goedert didn't play, but he is set to play this week.
Oh yeah, I can't play Devontae Smith this week. No faith. But without
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts, you know what I mean? Like I can't play
Exactly.
like
Yeah, that too. And
I have
then
no, yeah.
and then the Saints just kind of suck. And then
Especially, yeah, it's gonna be cold. So, and Andy Dalton at, it's gonna be 0 degrees in Cleveland, and that's an
it's
outdoor
gonna be
stadium.
a lot of the Midwest is gonna be very cold this week, cold and
Yeah.
windy for a lot of games. So yeah, man, I think you pull it off, actually.
Yeah,
Narrow,
that's what
but
Yahoo says. So
and then I think I just don't want to believe in Nick's team. So and Derrick Henry is playing Houston. So I think it's a brother bowl, man. It's like John and the other Harbaugh. Why can't I think of his
oh,
name?
I think
Remember
you're
when it
talking about
was Ravens 49ers back in the day?
yeah, that was what, 2012,
2012 or
2013.
2011 or something like that. It was a
Yeah.
while ago.
So you think it's gonna be brother v brother?
I think so.
To be honest, okay. So my predictions, obviously, I think I'm gonna win. Right? I have to root for myself.
Sure.
Unless I'm Kevin. Kevin's always like, "Nah, I suck. Our team shit."
Yeah.
What else is new?
You told me something I don't know.
uh, I think my biggest problem is going to be at Devontae Smith and Chris Olave. I think I have to figure out who's going to be the better. I have a Deontay Johnson that scored 20 points last week, so I have to figure out if I want to play him over Devontae or Olave.
Yeah.
With that right now, um, along with Latavius Murray, he also came up in the injury report yesterday, so he was limited yesterday. So unfortunately, I think Kevin is not going to be able to pull it off. He has tough matchups, lots of injuries, and no Jalen Hurts is going to be a big problem. With
so.
Nick and Jonathan, again, I think so. My biggest factors is going to be is going to be Patrick Mahomes, right? So again, he's in the cold. If that game is also supposed to be like a negative, like a negative degree game in the cold,
Yeah.
and I think it's going to be windy. So any other quarterback, you would be like, oh no, they're shit. They're gonna not do well. But again, this is Patrick Mahomes, right?
Yeah.
And if he could score 30 points like he's been scoring 30 points every fucking game, I think he could pull off the win. But again, with the cold factor, I think it's going to deter him. And again, the same thing with the Yeti, right? Like I said last week, I said the Yeti. If the Yeti goes off, it's like Jonathan wins. I think every single one of his games has always been dependent on the Yeti doing great. And obviously, 3 touchdowns last week? You win the game when you
You
get
definitely
Yeti.
do it.
Yeah, so against Houston, I think if the Yeti wins, then he got it. But I think this time, I think Yeti's on the roll. So I think he's going to beat Nick. I think Patrick Mahomes is not going to do well. He's probably going to focus more on McKinnon, which
I was gonna
again,
say, yeah, if Mahomes isn't doing well, I mean McKinnon's probably gonna get those points. So
yeah.
McKinnon.
Oh, all right. So now we got our most exciting segment. It's going to be a theme of the week. Okay. All right. So this theme of the week, okay, Brian, it's going to be a little different. Okay. So everybody has to listen. Okay.
Okay.
I've been excited for this one. Okay. So since I am playing Kevin this week, okay, and because I got to go against Kevin, and I got to make sure that he is going to lose. This week's theme is going to be pre-chosen league names. Okay. I'm going to give you 10 league names that everybody has to pick. Okay. So this isn't a freestyle. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So my names of the week are all going to be Kevin bashing. Okay. All right. So,
Okay.
so here are the 10 names that you have to pick from. Okay. First one is Racks on Racks. Okay. Second one is going to be Tech Sergeant Raxon.
Okay.
Number 3 is going to be F Kevin. Number 5 is going to be number 5.
Did you skip 4?
Oh, sorry. Number 4 is going to be okay. So we got number 5, and then we got number 4. How about that? Will be Bear Suck. Okay.
Ooh.
Next one's going to be Hurts So Good. Next one is going to be Fields D's Nuts.
Okay.
Next one's going to be Godzilla 935.
Did you search his Xbox player history?
Next one
is going to be Scared of Liquor. And then the last one's going to be UCS Snowspeeder.
UCS Snowspeeder. Okay.
All right. So again, those are the 10 names that everybody has to pick. You can't have a freestyle. So again, Tech Sergeant Raxon, Rax on Rax, F Kevin, Bear Suck, number 5, Hurts So Good, Feels These Nuts, Godzilla 935, Scared of Liquor, and UCS Snowspeeder.
Okay. That's
In
not
honor
bad.
of
That's
me
interesting.
In honor of me playing Kevin this week, I have to do it one more time. You know what I mean?
Yep. Fair enough.
All right. Which one are you going for, Brian, right now?
Oh, I like number 5. Never forget. You think you're at where you're at now, but number 5.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, I think yeah. Godzilla 935 I had to look for. You know what I mean? Like I had to look for Godzilla 935. I kind of wanted to
every screen name he's had.
I was like, Godzilla 935, what the fuck is that? What's 935? Is that your address or something?
No.
No?
Nope.
Who knows? 935. 935 is the time. At the time he wrote Godzilla.
Yeah. That's right.
All right. So, there she is.
Okay. Yes. Did you want to sit for the power rankings real quick? No. Oh. Okay, Pepper.
All right, Romstad. So close.
All right.
So, and last but not least is going to be the power rankings. Like I said, I think I'm going to win. So your boy City Fight Tonight's gonna be number 1. Obviously, Jonathan's gonna be winning number 2. I think it's gonna be Ray, then Frawhiger, and good old Kevin's number 5. I'm gonna send him home packing this week. Next one's gonna be Amber. After that's gonna be Steven. And then sorry, Brian, you're gonna be number 8. I don't think you're gonna be 10th place, Brian. I think you got it. I think you'll be fine. Your team looks good. Honestly, I think if you're in the playoffs, I think you would have done better if you got into the playoffs.
Oh, I think I would have too.
Yeah. And then number 9 is gonna be John, and number 10 is gonna be our loser Nick. Oh. You're a bum. Amber Axon's a bum. She said I was number 1. Did you see her?
Mm-hmm.
All right. And that's all we have for this week, huh? Brian, do you have any last things you want to say before we end the podcast?
No, same as last week, and good luck to everybody in the playoffs, and good luck to everybody not being number 10.
Yeah, and don't forget, everybody, Merry Christmas. Have a
too.
Yeah, that too. Oh yeah, that too. Are you gonna have a white Christmas?
No.
No white Christmas?
No, close. It's supposed to rain a little bit today, but it looks like it already has, but no snow for us.
All right. Well, with that, thank you for watching, everybody. Don't forget to smash that like button, comment, subscribe. Thank you, Kevin, for always being number 1. Nick always fails with that. I don't know how Nick always fails. It's pretty easy. Don't forget to submit your mailbags questions for next week, and don't forget, stay tuned for next week's power rankings. And everybody, good luck, huh? Merry Christmas. And
Merry Christmas.
Ride.
Let's sleigh ride.
Let's sleigh ride. Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Be wide. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Ooh.
All right, ready? 1.
Yep.
You know the unique. How now, brown cow. All right.